Hey, hello everyone, welcome to Energy First Golf. So today in this video, I've purposely put the camera 45-degree angles to me. As you can see the title, it says energy speed and release speed, or you can say center speed or perimeter speed. More specifically, the perimeter speed would be club rotational speed, and really with TrackMan and FlyScope, foresight, there's actually a term called the closure rate. This is one of the most important, important concepts that people has to understand, because we already agree that golf is rotational and golf is 3D. So whenever you're dealing with anything that's rotational, you're dealing with center and you're dealing with perimeter. Okay, and the truth is, a lot of times people say, well, how can I get my driver more consistent and keep it in play? If we're creating energy from rotational center, there's a center speed. And then we must have energy that release. So that's called a release speed. Now, if you're moving very fast from center, means you're creating more energy, and then the release speed means the club rotation is also going to be faster. So that's another reason why sometimes people say, man, sometimes I feel I'm swinging really hard, but strike the ball in the middle, but how come the ball still goes to the right? Then I say, well, if you're trying to swing really fast, the key word is if you're swinging. Now we're going to talk about hit a little bit later on in this video. If you're swinging from center, there's center speed, and then there's a perimeter speed. If your perimeter speed consists of you try to keep the ball square, club face square, and then you're really never releasing. So that way, if you do that, the ball still will go to the right. I will demonstrate. So in other words, if I have a center speed, then I must have a release speed and a perimeter speed. I know a lot of people say, well, the perimeter speed, isn't that club head speed? Yes, but not really, because you have club head speed, but you also have release speed. Club head speed and release speed is actually different. Okay? And we're simply talking about release speed means how fast the club's releasing and rotating. So in other words, right now, let me demonstrate, right? So I have a ball right now. If I don't release the golf club, I have center speed, but there's no perimeter speed, which goes back to this would be a cut release. So the face will be keep square through the impact zone, and the ball will always go to the right. So as you can see, okay, so that's a slice. Now, if I have an energy speed from center, and if I want the ball to go straight, so now I have a release speed. Again, I'm not even going to swing really fast, right? So I'm going to rotate the body and turn. So as you can see, that ball went dead straight. Here's what's crazy about golf. Again, we keep telling you guys, our channel can only teach you the right thing, the correct stuff. Meaning, if you try to create center energy, which is a golf swing, and you must understand what a release speed feels to you. And also, you must have both your arms working together. And the truth is, from a learning perspective, you must work on your lead arm. Lead arm has to be faster than the trail arm. As time goes, everything can become synchronized. All right? So, again, that right there was not very long. So if I swing harder and faster, that will also mean my brain is going to tell me if I swing harder from the center, my release speed is going to be quicker. Right? So in other words, I either have to know what that means, or I have to allow it to happen, or I have to know what it feels like to spin faster. Right there. And the truth is, the ball faded a little bit. That means if I want the ball to get straighter, the sensitivity level that we're talking about is so great, right? So I know right now, if I want to draw the ball with a little bit more of intention drawing it, still has more speed from the center. And the truth is, I'm not even really swinging like I will actually swing. I'm just swinging very easy. I'm not swinging hard. I'm just turning my body. Again, the principle would be center speed and perimeter speed. And I can play golf with this swing, right? There you go. Again, the ball faded a little bit too. But you can see all those balls will be in play. And the truth is, I'm only using I would say maybe 50% of my center speed. Okay, I'm not swinging very hard. Now remember, if I do swing very hard, means if I do create more center speed, and I must understand what it feels like to release that energy. So in other words, if I swing really hard, right? So I have to understand what it feels like to release those energy. So there you go. That right there is 283 yards with row and carry. Okay? So now, here's another fact. You must base on this principle so that way you can actually learn how to play golf. So in other words, hey man, you know what? I have a narrow, short par 4. I only need about 230 yards. So let me just swing easy, right? And I must understand what swing easy means to me. So that way, I can get the ball out there in the middle of the fairway, keep it in play. Which you all see tour players, they're always swinging in the way how they want the result to happen, what it feels like, right? So now, if I say that I'm going to swing faster and I want to swing faster means I have to feel what type of release speed I'm dealing with, right? So in other words, if I swing faster, and you can see I actually add a release speed, and that time I probably lose balance a little bit, and the ball went to the left a little bit, right? I hooked it. But again, the point is, I'm understanding the principle if I am swinging, right? Man, who's calling me? Sorry about that. Anyway, now, that was all swing from slow, I'll call it small, medium, large, from slow to medium to fast. But if I'm hitting the ball, here's the craziest thing about it. If I'm hitting the ball, if I have a lot of force that's coming from my upper body, and if I try to intentionally control the face for the strike, then I'm never actually swinging. I'm not releasing. I can still get the ball out there, but here's the word that you guys always use. How come I'm never consistent? Because remember, we already agree, there's center, there's perimeter, there's rotation, there's 3D. So in other words, there's my perimeter, that's my center. So that's the only way I can keep it consistent, have any type of control when I go play golf. So that's the reason why you guys must understand the difference between a swing based on center speed, perimeter club head speed, then your release speed, and then a hit. A hit means you go from point A to point B and get back to point A really hard with a linear force, which is your chest muscle, bench pressing, pull down, lats. None of those power is going to give you any type of consistency. All right, let me do one more. Again, I'm going to swing, and if I swing out of my shoes, if I create a lot of speed, I always have to understand what is my release speed feels to me. I didn't hit it really well, I fall back. But I'll take it. Still in play, 284. All right, so again, the concept is center speed, center energy, energy speed, center speed, release speed, on release speed, left side, working together, synchronization, and then there's club head speed. But if you don't have release speed, if you have club head speed going through, try to hit a square, the ball will go to the right. All right, so thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment, and don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel right here. and I'll have 2 recommended videos for you to watch, and I will see you next time.